Hello, folks. How we doing today? We are back with our round one matchup of the VDL. So let's get right into it. We are facing up against Knightor for our week one, and he's got a very defensively optimized squad. The Umbreon Quagsire Toadscruel combo makes for a really nice core, along with Rotom Heat being both offensively and defensively gifted. The absolute threat that is Terranackle Stackle, along with Tinkatuff, rounding out that defensive core, looks very tight. Chinchino, Sneasel Hisui, and Yanmega, along with Terra Haunter, rounding out the offensive core for him, means that he's got a very balanced squad, but he's definitely leaning towards that defense. So, we bring this week Mangione, the Inteleon, Scope Lens Sniper. Forgot to put the EVs in. Who cares? It's max speed, max attack. I'm guaranteeing you that. Timid Nature, Snipe Shot, Ice Beam, Vacuum Wave, and U-Turn, followed by our boy Judgeman the Snorlax with a leftover set. And we're going immunity this week because he has multiple toxic mons between Umbreon and Quagsire, and a cursed setup set can just kind of beat him once we remove a couple of those threats. So the immunity just really helps us, so that way we don't get poisoned and lose to a toxic spammer. And you'll see that's an ongoing theme for this team. Next up is Naoya Zenin, the Palmot. Life Orb, Volt Absorb, Jolly, Double Shock, Close Combat, Seed Bomb, and Volt Switch. Close Combat and Double Shock hit just about everything on this team. Volt Switch is real tight into him. And then Seed Bomb allows us to surprise that Quagsire. A lot of people don't know how wide of a move pool Palmot gets, and he probably won't see Seed Bomb coming. Uh, he'll either think that I switched into him by accident, or I'm just going for a close combat, or something along those lines. Um, but the seed bomb is very tight into the Quag. Next up, Kogani the Vullaby, knockoff Toxic Roost and U-Turn with the EVO Light. Overcoat allows us to be immune to Spore. Normally I'd run the Big Beak ability, but Overcoat's just really nice into the Toadscruel. Preventing the Spore could be huge, and could also just waste a turn of his. So that's why we run Kogani as Overcoat this week. And also, I told y'all, Wallaby was coming, and I told y'all it will be useful. I swear on my name. Next up, we got Prison Realm, the Fortress. We're going Covert Cloak this week, because he is a Salt Cure. He's got a Salt Cure mon, and it's actually very viable, even if it is a Knackle stack. That thing with an Eviolite just kind of lives hits. So we went Rapid Spin, Body Press, Volt Switch. Body Press helps us hit the majority of the mons along his team. Knackle stack, Preterra, Umbreon, Chinchino, you name it. Body Press is hitting it for a good chunk. And then Stealth Rocks, because a little bit of chip never is wrong. And then finally, this Snorlax is one of our win cons, but this is our other win con. Tengen the Alolan Exeggutor with Terra Poison. Citrus Berry Harvest with a modest nature makes this thing very difficult to deal with. He is a with all his toxic spam, poison should allow me to like avoid getting toxic. But Flamethrower, Giga Drain, Dragon Pulse plus Calm Mind really just hits every single member of his team for very good damage. And I can just kind of Calm Mind up on one of his defensive walls that he thinks he could get a Toxic off on. Um, I think this thing will allow me to just sweep and win. Well, Snorlax might like take down one or two if possible. I don't think Snorlax can has the longevity that Tengen will have. So this is my major win con, and I'm very happy to use it. So see y'all in the video. All right, everyone, how we doing today? We're up against another coach in the VDL. His name is Knightor, and this is week one. And I am filled with a lot more confidence after seeing his squad, because the two Pokemon that, well, 3 that threatened me during mocks are not there. So this works very well for me, and I'm very excited. I think he's going to try and get hazards up early, so it's either going to be Quag or Knackle to start. He might just go for the early Terra. So why not just... I could play around that. Could leave with Snorlax and just try to get a C-Bomb off rip. Snorlax doesn't have any momentum though. Maybe I'll just go for my hazards. They don't seem like they're going to be like the most important in this game, but important enough. Some chip never fails to help. I'm expecting the Knackle stack lead though. He has no way to spin block me either, which means that his hazards won't stay up. Quagsire. Cool. Fortress. We're gonna probably just trade rocks turn 1. Yep. Perfectly fine. He's now going to probably switch. I wonder if he goes Toad School here. If I Rapid, could do around 15 to 18 to Toad School. Encore! Interesting. Good call by him. Oh, and that also means he's speed crabbing. Oh, wait, no. I undersped specifically. Whoopsies. Interesting. So he is gonna not switch. Well, no, he could definitely switch here. I'm just gonna go into Judgment here. Yep, Toad School comes out. Judgment comes into Toad School. He sees the leftovers. I'm just gonna curse up here. I'm just gonna do it again. Yep, free turn. What's his go? Quagsire? Probably Toxic on the Quag. Because I don't think it's unaware. I think it's Water Absorb. If it is unaware, that's fine. Seed Bomb should come down here. Ah. The Encore. The Encore is unfortunate. I'll just go into the fort. He doesn't have a fire type this week. Knackle stack comes down. Yeah, going for the Salt here, which makes sense. But Fortress should be just available to rapid spin on this. Yeah, I got I'm perfectly fine with the Salt Cure coming down. It doesn't affect me. So yeah, I got Stealth Rocks up still because he didn't remove them. I think I just go for the Body Press. Yeah, that's gonna do a nice chunk. He does have Recover, so he could go for that. I am just gonna go for another Rapid Spin. He will probably recover up. But that's fine. Nope, doesn't recover. Interesting, Toad Scroll. Earth Power could do 34 to 41. I'm wondering if I should just go into the Alolan Exeggutor on this. Does Toad Scroll get anything to hit? Does get Dazzling Gleam. Interesting. I can just Body Press this. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with just Body Pressing away. What's he go? Because if he goes back in an Knackle stack, he dies in 2 hits. If he stays in with Toad Scroll, it's still low. Umbreon, that's super effective. What's he got here? A little bit of lefties. Oh, what set is he with? I'm just gonna Body Press again. Just gonna Wish Pass out. He could go into Toad Scroll here. Could go with a Knackle stack here, which is, I think his call is Knackle. Yeah. The Protect, he goes back up. I still really just enjoy clicking Body Press on this thing. Reflect. Yeah, this is the exact reason I brought Brick Break on Snorlax. Judge Man should do just fine here. Brick Break coming out. I wonder what his move here is. He might just hard Wish Pass, but if he does, he runs the if he just Wish Passes into Knackle or Toad, they both die. So, I wonder what his play is here. Does he expect the Brick Break? He might just expect it. if he doesn't expect it. Umbreon gets low, gets brought back up immediately. Oh wait, no, I have the wrong Snorlax calcs in. Whoopsies. Foul play. Oh, that crit matters. That sucks. That is an unfortunate crit for me. What was that? 271? No. 219. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into the Vullaby here. Yeah, that's gonna do nothing. So we know all 4 of his moves now. I don't think he might go Knuckle Stack here. Could go Chinchino as well. I might just U-turn. The hard pass. Damn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna CC. Yeah, nothing comes in on the CC except for Sneasel. And even Sneasel takes around 75%. Quag's taking around 50, which I guess Quag could eat pretty handedly because it has the Wish Up. But then I can just Seed Bomb the Quag. Sneasel or Quag? Sneasel or Quag? Quag. Good chunk there. Rocky Helmet. Interesting. Definitely not a Fizz Def Quag. I'm just gonna Seed Bomb. And see how that plays out. And Seed Bomb comes out. There goes the Quag. First wall down. His team is very bulky. I will give him that. Palmot's hard to switch into. Now, the question is, it's Sneasel or Chinchino that he's going to go for on offense here? I guess he could go Toadscroll, but Toadscroll dies to a CC, especially at the HP it's at. Knuckle Stack dies to a CC, even if it Terragrasses. Maybe it lives, actually. It depends on its HP. But I definitely cannot live a hit from the Sneasel. Interesting, interesting. 185. Took damage. I need to Terra the Exeggutor Alola in order to have a proper answer to this. Which means that I can't just let Exeggutor Alola take a bunch of damage here. I think I can beat Umbreon with Palmot. I think I can survive without the Vullaby in this specific matchup. Only because Chinchino is still on the board. And that just kind of beats Vullaby. Is it Choice Band? We're about to find out if it's Choice Band. That's not Choice Band. It is not. Which means I can get away with a roost here. That took nothing. That's interesting out of him. He could have Rock Slide, I think. But I don't know if he would have brought it. No, it doesn't even get Rock Slide. I don't think he has an actual way to deal with Vullaby. Which is kind of nice. Free turn, I don't mind. Withdrawing the Sneasel. Is it going into the Knackle? Umbreon. I mean, I'm fine with him going into Umbreon. This means I get to Toxic it. Yep, Wish off. Getting the Toxic on the Umbreon for me is really nice. Then, is it a heart? Oh, Synchronize. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I forgot about that. But honestly, I'd rather the Umbreon be Toxic. That's a way more important mon than my 1-point Vullaby. Knock off. I could just knock off as well. Whatever's coming in here probably wants its item. I'm assuming it's the Knackle stat coming in, which means that if I knock it off, that it won't have the Eviolite anymore, and then it's like 0 bulk. Good soup, good drink. This video is sponsored by Brisk Mango. Withdraws the Umbreon. Chinchino. That's actually quite interesting. I guess for the triple axle. What's coming off here? No Mirror Herb. Wish came true. Interesting. Am I expecting the triple axle to come down here? And if so, that's not doing much to Fortress. I could hard switch into Fort. Does Chinchino have any way to hit Fortress? Can't remember. It does get Rock Blast. Will Rock Blast actually do stuff to Fortress, though? I don't think so. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into Fort. Technician or Skill Link, I wonder. Tidy Up comes down. An attack and a speed boost. Body Press is still pretty lethal here, though. It's a 50% chance to KO, depending on the Chinchino build. And nothing really switches in happily on the Body Press at this point. I guess the Sneeze Layer comes in, takes around 25 to 33, but doesn't really do anything back. Skill Link, not Technician. Crit, that sucks. 4. 133. And 108. Which means that I'm at 37%, which means he'd have to high roll for another one to kill me. Yeah. Which means I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch. Missed. That's unfortunate. Oh, sorry about that, bro. But that is also a risky run when you run those kind of moves. Take Fortress right back in. What applies the most pressure here? I don't know what item the Sneasler has. I'm just gonna go out into the Zigzag. I think this is a good bring out. Yeah, I think Executor here can win with the setup. I think it's really gonna depend on the Sneasel and what build it's got, but I don't think anything can actually touch me right now. Toad Scroll. Let me check how much a Dazzling Gleam does. I know it has knockoff. Yeah, I'm just gonna start Calm Minding on this thing. Yeah, I think that's over. I'll hit another Calm Mind. Umbreon comes out. I don't think he has anything with Umbreon to really hit me, so I think I could just keep setting up Calm Minds. He can Wish Pass, I guess. But Knuckle Stack is going to get rocked if he does. Set up another Calm Mind. Get my Terra Poison off. Yeah, and then after this, I think it's just over. Because I outspeed the Knuckle Stack. So I can just one-shot that if it comes in. Even if it does get Assault Cure off on me. I still got plenty of turns before that becomes an issue. Foul play. Interesting. Um, 20 to 24%. That actually did a solid chunk. I'm going to get up to +4, and then I'm going to go for it. I want to be able to two-shot the Umbreon. I don't want to give it time to, like, be Wish Passing on me. And then +4 also guarantees one-shots on all the other Mons as well. Cool, cool, cool. I'll also take him using a Wish turn because that means Giga Drain can hit and just heal me right back up. Even higher. That poison damage is gonna suck for him though. Giga Drain. Foul play. Comes out. He's all defensive. No. Wow, that did so much more than I thought it would. Yeah, that's the Wish. Interesting. I'll just Giga Drain for the rest of my HP. That won't pass the Wish. That should just be Zigzag getting the kill there. He might Earth Power with Toedscruel, but I very much doubt it. I think that's GG. I think I got him on lock. Starting off the season nice and strong for me. A lot longer of a match than I thought it was going to be. Very defensive back and forth, but eventually once I broke through that Quagsire, that was a lot of his defensive power was in the Quag. Stopped a lot of setup. And slowly, one by one, got through it. And just wonder what he's going with right now. I guess, because I'm trying to think of what he can do, realistically. Sneasel comes out. Depending on his move, he can do maybe 20% to me. I think I'm just going to Dragon Pulse here. Gunk Shot. That's an unfortunate miss, but also it's already over. At most, it would have done 20%. Crit would have done maybe 30. I'm far too out of range. Toedscruel comes out. Earth Power will do around 20% here. I'm just going to Dragon Pulse. Crit would suck. Doesn't crit. The only question is, does he Terra? I guess it doesn't matter if he Terras because Dragon Pulse is lethal. And he doesn't Terra, so good thing I didn't overthink it. Anyways, GG man, and I hope you have a good one. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all can go check out my boy Tom. Maybe click subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And thank you very much to my opponent. I think we had a very fun match.